So maybe you're interested in trying out Prodigy and you don't really know where to start. Or you're looking to completely change your bag over to Prodigy and you want to know what you can replace what you already have with. Well, no matter where you are, I've got your answers, because this is Prodigy 101. Hey there folks, I'm Alex the Whyzer Owl, and today I'm going to answer a lot of Prodigy questions. I'm going to start off with going over the basic fundamentals of how to understand Prodigy's naming system. Then I'm going to give you 5 molds that I think are a great place to start. And then I'm going to end the video with getting into what popular molds correlate to what Prodigy molds, so you can make your switch a lot more seamless. So let's get started with understanding the naming conventions of the Prodigy line. So when you first look at a Prodigy disc, you're going to see a series of numbers and letters, which can be pretty confusing if you don't know what you're looking at. But I promise you it's a really intuitive system once you get the hang of it. The first thing you're going to see is a 3-digit number that's going to indicate what type of plastic it is. These numbers range from 200 to 750, and they sometimes will have a G at the end, which just means that there's a little extra grip polymer in there. The simplest way to explain this is the lower the number, the less durable the plastic is going to be. So if you're looking for a baseline plastic for a putter or maybe a mid to cycle, you're looking to 200 to about 350. If you're looking for a champ style disc, you're looking at about 400. If you're looking for star, maybe 400G. If you're a Discraft thrower and like the TI plastic, I'd recommend checking out 500 plastic, which is brand new this year. And if you're looking for something that's utterly indestructible and will hold its flight characteristics for a very long time, look no further than 750. So when you're trying to understand a Prodigy disc's name, it's going to be a letter followed by a number. The letter is going to tell you what the distance potential of that disc is, and the number is going to tell you what the net stability of that disc's flight will be. So for the letters, PA is for putt and approach. A is for just straight approach. They're really not designed to be putt with. M is for mid-range. F is for fairway. H is a hybrid or sort of that control 9 to 11 speed driver. And then your distance drivers are D and X. Really what's going to differentiate the D and the X is going to be the hand feel. Think D for deeper, X for extra slim. The numbered part of the name is going to refer to the disc's stability. The lower the number, the more low speed fade you're going to get, whereas the higher the number, the more high speed turn you're going to get. So your 1s and 2s are going to have decent fade to them, where your 6s and 7s are going to turn and probably roll. If you're looking for a fairly neutral flight disc, you're going to be looking between 3 and 5. Last year, Prodigy introduced the V2s and the Maxes to some of their existing discs. What a V2 will mean is that the initial mold that disc is based off of is no longer in production, like the H series, whereas the Max series that you're seeing in our D line are produced in conjunction with the initial discs that came before it. So now that you understand the naming conventions, I'm going to give you 5 discs that I would recommend you start with when you're exploring the Prodigy line. The first is going to be the PA3. If you ask Prodigy sponsored players what they're putting with, chances are it's going to be the PA3. With a beaded feel, a neutral flight path, and great glide, this disc is perfect for both putting and throwing. When people approach me curious about Prodigy and want to try one of my discs, I generally hand them an A2. Why? Because all levels of players bag overstable approach discs. With a fairly slim profile and no bead and plenty of stability that you can count on, this disc will get you up and down both backhand and forehand. The M4 is a Prodigy fanboy favorite. With its slightly understable flight and unreal glide, this disc carves up wooded gaps. If you're looking for great distance without sacrificing any control, I can't recommend the H3 V2 enough. This disc is going to give you plenty of distance with a great level of control. This could be your main driver in almost any condition. If you have a faster arm speed and you're looking to really unlock your distance potential, check out the D2. With its ability to handle a lot of torque with a dependable flight path and great glide, the D2 is in a lot of Prodigy Pro bags. So maybe you're thinking about switching your bag completely over to Prodigy and looking for what the Prodigy counterpart to what you already throw is. So I'm going to give you a list of some popular molds from other companies and what you can possibly use to fill that slot in the Prodigy line. A common one that people are looking for is a destroyer. Depending on your runner destroyer, I would maybe go with a D1 or D2. If you like putting with judges, I'd go with a PA3. Your neutral stable mid-ranges like buzzes, makos, and truths, I would go with M3s and M4s. If you're a rock enthusiast, the MX3 and 350 plastic is going to be perfect to beat in to cover all of your rock needs. If you throw a Justice, look no further than the A1. If you like harps, try out the Seppo Payu PA1s. If you're a zone thrower, this is kind of a tough place to be because a zone is a little bit slower than an A2 and a little bit less stable, but I fill that slot with an A2, or you can maybe get away with a beefier run of PA1. If you're a Firebird thrower and you like them really stable and really flat, check out a Glow H1. These are going to be probably more stable than any Firebird you've ever thrown. But if you like the Sexton Firebirds, give an H1 V2 a try. They're a little bit less stable and a little bit more glide, very similar to how a Sexton Firebird compares to a normal Firebird. If you like T-Birds or FDs, try out the F3 or F5. If you're looking for a really flippy sort of roller disc like a Sidewinder, that's an F7. If you're looking for sort of that fast, slightly understable distance driver like a Shrike or a Trespass or a Pharaoh, check out the D3 or the X3. So hopefully after this video, you're more confident in what Prodigy has to offer and where you should look if you're looking to start. If you have any more questions, the Prodigy community is always open to talking to you to figure out what you need and what will fill the slots in your bag. If you like this video, hit the subscribe, let me know with a comment, and check me out on Facebook at Whyzer Pro, on Instagram at WhyzerOwl, and make sure that you're checking out Prodigy Disc at prodigydisc.com. Until next time, play Whyzer.